So the latest from Ranchi is dark clouds hovering over Ranchi. But are there dark clouds hovering over the Indian cricket team in this test match?
Because India have been bashed.
It has been not a 360-degree, but at least a 180-degree sort of a turnaround in this test match. Because India, who had just lost 1 wicket at the time and are expected to take a first inning leads to keep themselves in this match, are now struggling at 131 for 4. Mr. Bashir, the record-in-chief, picking up 3 of those wickets. One of them, of course, Jimmy Anderson had picked earlier of Rohit Sharma. But your middle order, 3 wickets have fallen, and none of them is a night watchman as well. So your 3 regular batters are back in the hut, whereas you are still a good 220-30 runs off England's first inning totals. How are you feeling that?
It's start becoming tense a bit.
That's a bad omen. He sneezed also.
He sneezed.
As soon as I asked you how are you feeling, he sneezed.
Do we believe in that?
Believe or not, signs are signs.
Signs are signs because see, the pitch is already starting to take turn. They explode.
Why is it your batters are batting, then it's just taking turn? When Joe Root and Robinson were batting, then it didn't seem like it was taking turn.
It seemed, but Jadeja was the only one getting it. Kuldeep and Ashwin.
No, there is a difference.
Then is it the bowlers?
There is a. I think you've got to give credit, especially to Bashir.
Yeah.
Look at his economy. They've all struggled against him. He's under 3 at the moment, if I'm not wrong.
2.1.
2.1.
Just over 2.
The one thing that the England bowlers have done much better than the Indian spinners is find those cracks. They're landing the ball close to the cracks. You see Patidar's dismissal as well, landing just on the crack, and that's where it got that sharp turn inside.
And I may say poor technique also.
Yes, all of that is there.
Both Gill and
one by one.
But credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
Let's be honest about that. That was very disciplined bowling. Hartley to begin with, yes, gave some runs. Jadeja counter-attacked, got those 2 sixes, but ultimately it's the England bowlers who had the final laugh. From what looked like a comfortable session for India, let's say at the loss of 1 wicket, the narrative completely changing in the last 15 minutes with those fall of 2 wickets. And now what this does is, it makes India look weak as far as things stand right now, because again, you're only looking at a Sarfraz who is comfortable against spin, showed a lot of promise, but only into his second test match. The same goes for Jurel as well. You don't know what to expect really of this Indian team right now. There is a lot of hope, let's say, riding at the moment. Not a lot of confidence that I can say from the outside that I have right now. So I'm scared. Right now I'm scared because 65-35 is the way I look at it. England have a much better stronghold of this match than India, and India playing catch up now.
India are definitely playing catch up because see, you lost your middle order, which was the middle order which has really been held up on a prayer if you look at it. See, Sarfraz ensured that he tapered over those cracks in Rajkot. But you look at a Patidar, didn't inspire that much of confidence, unfortunately. 2 innings, he was anyway on 2 tests, he was on thin ice. Now, 17 runs, the knives will be sharpened for sure, because now we were anyway debating if KL Rahul was back, it was Patidar was going to go.
Yeah.
Now, if KL is not fit for the 5th test, will he get another go? Because now there's someone else breathing down this thing, and that is Devdutt Padikkal. Will he get a chance? We don't know at this point. But Patidar...
But there is still an innings left.
There is an innings left.
I mean, yeah, now it does seem like time may be running out for Rajat Patidar. Today was his chance to make amends, to get that big total. There was no hurry. First innings, not too much pressure. Would have expected him to get those kind of runs. But then I'm also looking at Bashir, who's getting the ball to turn. So let's start with Shubman. Again, that issue of planting the front foot. Yeah. He plants it and then it's difficult to move from that situation. That ball turn, typical off spinner's dismissal. Plants the front foot there. The ball turns, wraps him in front of the stump. The umpire had no problem giving it out. Of course, it's now become your birthright to ask for a DRS, as most batters do. He did too. Luckily for him, the DRS wasn't lost. The appeal was, the DRS was not. That is what happened. Then Mr. Patidar also asked for it. Again, in his case, the ball turned a lot. But then again, that's what you need skills for, right? Playing spin. This is still not a ranked turner. cracks are beginning to appear and it will be a spin friendly track, but you need to show your skill. And in Patidar's case, we often said that he's coming through the grind of domestic cricket. You need to honor domestic performances, and they spend a lot of time playing on spin friendly tracks in domestic cricket, get that experience. So now he's at that stage, he needs to come good. And it's not that he's, of course Bashir got that turn, he's using his height, but he's still not playing a Muralidharan, na? He's also playing a youngster only. So you expected better from Patidar in that case. Ravindra Jadeja looked good in the time that he was. That one again could have played differently. I agree, the ball didn't do that much. Bad pad gone, but kudos to the captain as well to keep that aggressive field, despite the fact Jadeja smashing those sixes. He knew that he has the runs on his board, 300 plus, keep the pressure on in India. It could have been very well easy for Stokes. No likelihood India may have done that. If they were those many runs ahead, 130 for 3, and the batter hitting a few sixes, you would have opened up the field. Ben Stokes, credit to him, did not. And
then he was cheering the bowler on. After that first 6, I remember, the camera did cut to him and he was cheering the bowler on. He was giving Hartley all the confidence that he probably would have needed at that particular point. And yes, like all good captains do, when you have conviction and faith in what you're doing, Ben Stokes was sure of what he was doing, which is why those couple of aggressive shots didn't change his mind.
Now where the match stands, I think dicey situation for India. You're 4 down. Once again, it's that youngster in Yashasvi Jaiswal who's keeping you alive in this test match. We'll have to wait and watch. And the good thing for them is this is the partnership that got them the runs in the previous test match, right? Yeah. Completely changed the tempo of the game and where they took it. So the fact that they are still there, that's your hope, because after that it's going to be risky with Dhruv Jurel, Ravichandran Ashwin and all. But the problem is there is still a big mountain to climb.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, again, another positive way of looking at it is 112 for 5 England were.
Yeah.
You were 112 for 3. You were actually 2. The 3 happened on 112.
Yeah. You were 2.
You were 2, technically. But from there, they turned it around. You've lost a few wickets.
But different conditions. No, but different conditions, because there the cracks had still not opened up as much. Bashir's 3 wickets, if you look at it, every single time he hit that crack, he was troubling the batters. Be it Shubman Gill, be it Rajat Patidar, even be it Jadeja. What was the one thing that stopped on Jadeja? The pace, and it hit the crack.
He went straight, didn't it? There wasn't much turn he extracted.
No, it's just that extra uneven bounce from that crack. And that's why Jadeja stabbed at it. He would have wanted to get it down on the ground, but that didn't happen. Gill playing inside the line, unfortunately, but that one hit the crack and spun back in. Same with Patidar. It hit the crack and spun back in.
There's a little bit of dust now that you see, coming off the surface. Did you guys notice that?
Especially when Hartley's bowling. From that end,
it's not puffs of dust. This is just a little.
Minute. That means the pitch is starting to break. It started.
No, fine, that's all right. But as I said, I'll still blame the Indian batting.
Yeah.
You needed to find a better way. We spoke about the English batting. There were a few deliveries that stayed low for Root also, which hit the crack. He found a way to tackle it. He was looking like a rock who wasn't going to be moved and remained unbeaten. It's just those stupid shots that were played by the rest of the batters that they were dismissed. Agreed, the pitch's nature may have changed slightly from that time to now, but what Root as an accomplished batter was showing you, that if you have the technique, if you have the temperament, you can survive. Unfortunately for India, you haven't found that, barring a Yashasvi Jaiswal.
Yeah.
He's showing you he has the required, and he's also a good example. Even he's faced every bowler on the same conditions, and there were a few that had hit the crack even while Yashasvi was batting. But he's found a way, he's found a way to play there and play a long innings, and that has been missing from the rest of the batters that came up.
Yep, indeed. Jaiswal, a classic case was okay. Robinson got one to come back in off the crack, but then he played it with soft hands. He's playing it with soft hands, and left-hander, he can counter the spin even better than in that sense, because a left-hander, Jadeja, the plan was promoting him is that, okay, I nullify the off-spinner, I also nullify the left-arm spinner. It worked for Tom Hartley. 2 sixes, but then Bashir unfortunately got that crack and he fell. India doesn't anyway believe in matchups nowadays. Nowadays, this Indian batting then doesn't believe in matchups. So they promote whoever is in form, and potentially it worked for Sarfaraz that demotion last time. So
No, it could have been much worse. At that catch, it was a close 50-50 call for Yashasvi Jaiswal.
yeah.
Off the bowling
Robinson.
of Robinson, that catch. Though I think at the end the right decision was made because there was no glove. It didn't seem like there was any glove below the ball. Right decision was made. But I'm saying it was fine margin.
Fine margin.
That inch here or there, or the collection technique was slightly different.
Yeah.
You would have been struggling now, no? Yashasvi Jaiswal struggling.
Yeah.
And add to your woes, you're batting last.
Yep.
And if the pitch is going to deteriorate as it is going forward,
Yeah.
it's going to be
Right on cue.
Right on cue, yes. Luckily, and that's what Jaiswal is playing it with soft hands. So that is why it helped him. And because the pitch is so slow, it's not carrying. It's not carrying at all to the slips.
In his case, I think, yes, again, like we saw with Kuldeep as well, but I think 120 Ks, I think if you're bowling at that pace, it's anyway going to be difficult for the ball to carry
no.
to the
The
keeper.
ball actually carried. The ball in that case. So the top angle suggested it may have bounced earlier, but it did not. So if you see, the ball has reached his glove. And it's a 50-50 thing. I think if you saw the England players, they were also upset. It could have been a catch also.
Yeah.
If you see that, now look at it. That ball goes straight to his gloves. It's not bouncing at all.
He should have just come in
it's
front.
gone straight.
Yeah.
Now it does give you a see. That's how England celebrated right after that.
Yeah.
After watching the replay, that they've got him.
Yep.
But the umpire, I think, gave benefit of the doubt. But again, umpire did not see the side angle. If you see the side angle, it will show you from
Straight in the
this
gloves.
angle, it's seeming like it's bounced before.
Yep.
But on the side angle, it will show you it has gone straight into his glove. Straight. But the only dispute was that it seemed like gloves were like this.
Yeah.
So it may have, while collecting, it's bounced there.
More perpendicular, let's say,
Also
than
the-
being
Yes,
along
but
the
that's
ground.
also a 50-50.
Than along the
That's
ground.
also a 50-50 because certain bits of gloves you can't see. See, the camera is there.
It's
And
a
it looks
parallax
down.
error.
Yeah. So the ground here sometimes covers this part of your hand. So it looks like it's below, but actually it's taken it.
Yeah.
So it was close call.
Parallax error going India's way,
Yeah.
which didn't happen in the WTC.
Yes,
that went
Cameron
against
Green.
India.
Green.
Green.
But at
Human
that
game.
time you saw that.
You could see between the fingers the ball again.
But
there
his
was-
fingers were underneath, but we don't know whether the parallax error was there at that time because, see, if the camera was right at that level, it would have been much more, but you don't have a
It
camera or a
depends,
technological setup. at
what many cricketers often suggest is, it depends where the camera is. If it's along the ground, you see something else. If you
But then none are
along the ground, exactly.
None. There's no technology as such.
Let's not forget what we saw at the World Cup, Japan versus Germany. That game when that ball, it appeared it had gone out, but again, if you were to look at it from the top angle,
Yeah.
then the ball was still within play. So it depends how these.
Yeah. So that's why I was saying this is one occasion which I thought 50-50 or close call, which went India's way. No complaints there. I don't think even England will have a complaint because it's such a marginal
benefit
call.
of doubt.
Marginal call. But I'm saying if it had not, where were you sitting at that time?
Then we would have been potentially debating what is going to be the deficit that India are staring at.
You could still be debating that.
Now we are in a kind of a, I know he says 65-35.
You are okay. Are you
You're going to give India more?
I mean, not
India crossing?
No, India are not crossing, definitely.
So then you
But
still
then
staring
now
at a
we at
deficit.
least, okay, we are also stated that Jaiswal and Sarfaraz, that partnership helped India, so we are hanging on by that thread.
What's your opinion? You see India cross
53?
353?
No.
2-2-2 is the trail.
No.
Yeah, they're trailing by 2.
2-2, yeah. If India can get to 300, it will be a big thing.
I tend to agree. It is at the moment, how many percentage chance you ask me, India crossing 353? I'm not going more than, I'd be about 25%.
You give 25?
25%.
Yeah.
At best.
This, by the way, so that you'd recognize this as the third last pair or the second last pair, because we did a similar comparison for the England.
Third last,
right? Yeah, just to be on the
because
same
see,
page.
Jurel, Ravichandran, Kuldeep
Ashwin.
can hang in, but
But you're not going down till Kuldeep, are you? He showed promise in
he showed,
Rajkot.
I mean, he's got a 50, but yeah, same
Third
like
last.
Ollie Robinson.
Third, I think, will be fair.
Third last.
No, I don't give them more than a 25% chance, and that's worrisome because you're batting last.
Yeah.
The only positive, I mean, it's a long test match still to go. The only thing positively you can look at that, if India were not to even surpass that, let's say minimize damage around 300, then get them out quickly second innings and then.
But that's got to be, let's say, within 150 runs.
Yeah, but
Has
it's
to be
possible.
within 150.
It's possible. It's not that this Indian bowling.
I mean, they can commit harakiri also, England. I mean, that's.
No, plus your bowler, your
Yeah.
spinners, if they really come to the party, you
Yeah.
know, they've done that to the opposition teams. They can. They
So
can
see,
go.
the main thing is this partnership. How much they can extend it and limit the collateral damage that is there. Ashwin, Jurel, I mean, they also hung in on a flat deck in Rajkot. But this is a different pitch altogether. It's not ensuring that you can hang in there for a long period. I mean, look at it. 42 balls, 65 balls. There is a wicket coming because of those cracks which are now starting to open. So that's why hanging in there also is not going to help. So you have to be proactive. Sarfaraz is that player who can be proactive. But if that partnership is broken within the next 20-25 minutes, then prepare to be facing a deficit of over 50-100 in that range. Because somewhere down the line they will ensure they'll bat out some 20-30 runs, get closer. But definitely over 50 or 100 you are staring at a deficit if this partnership is broken in the next 20 minutes.
Shivam ji?
Prashna.
Thompson de Cruz is saying the pitch has brought England back into the series.
But also credit to the bowlers, yeah.
Yep.
Similar pitch, your bowlers also had start of, day 2, though I agree the roller effect would have stayed. It took time for it to start. Not misbehaving, marginally misbehaving, whatever those hitting those cracks and staying low.
Yep.
But yeah, but that's the luck of the draw, right? Toss is out of your hands. They won it, your chance.
Yes.
But then if the pitch is so bad, then you expect India, with the experience of playing in these conditions, to show some sort of gumption, to come back, get as close as possible, and then your best chances, if you think the pitches are misbehaving, get them out cheaply second innings.
Yeah.
Still a long way to go in the test match.
Absolutely.
Shakeen PSS 227 for 8 at the end of the day. That's not going to be good
So
though.
96 runs, another 4 wickets. Another 4 wickets for 96 runs. Possible.
Piyush Nandra has a question. If England can go from 112 of 5 to 350 plus, why can't India? Of course India can. Oh, nobody says. But the chances of that happening is rare. And I would have said it for the England team as well at 112 for 5. That they ain't crossing 350. It was an outstanding knock by a Joe Root. You'd need something similar. Also, secondly, the pitch has gotten slightly worse compared to the conditions that they got at the 2 sessions of day 1. Not so much on the 3rd session. That too, first hour was good. See, if India, again, what India will have to see, minimize damage now, so that when you come tomorrow, the first hour with the roller effect, you will have some good batting time. So you need your good batters to be there at that time to make full use of that 1 hour also, to get closer. But for that, you have to ensure don't lose too many wickets here.
Yeah. See,
Or the rain comes.
Yeah. No, I don't think it will come. Piyush, see,
Quite cloudy, yeah. The lights are also on. The ground stuff is in readiness.
we saw even in 2017 how it had happened, right? I think there were 2 days which were extremely dark and cloudy, but didn't rain.
Similar things would happen.
Similar thing. But again, see, I had said that if this partnership is not broken, then India can entertain chances of overalling 350. Only if this partnership is not broken quite soon. If it's broken soon, then forget it.
Okay, Akash Bardar also no offense, but is Ajit Patidar the best Ranji middle order player?
Again, we have got too few sample sizes in this series, and also we are also jumping the gun on Sarfaraz also. Give him time.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. But yeah, I think so. He had an outstanding season, and this is what you've had. And Patidar has been playing domestic cricket for a long time. So there's Patidar, there's a Sarfaraz, and there's a Padigal. This is what you have. And then again, I go back to that point that every time there's a churn or there is a transition, it's never easy.
Yep.
You can't be that lucky, my friend.
It won't
That
be.
3-4 guys you just replace, bring in 4 debutants in a series, and all of them become stars. No, boss.
You are not
Can't
an
be.
assembly line.
And that's exactly what we discussed after the second test match. The third test match, when we did the dugout, where we exactly cautioned everyone, because everyone was going gaga, celebrating India found their superstars. India is on its way
Future's
to
bright.
being, yeah, that's why I said, caution, take your time. I know nobody included Patidar in that, but for everyone, even if a lot of you are saying get Padikkal, what are the 100% guarantees that he will be fantastic? Na? I'm sure he may get his chance or may not, depending on KL Rahul, Virat Kohli when they come back. Nothing is guaranteed, and Test cricket is tough.
Yep.
Can't be that easy.
Indeed. So let's see how this
Okay.
partnership flourishes. Because
I had plans of taking a nap final session. I had my fill of chola bhaturas and some fruit custard. But after what India has done, there's no way that I can sleep.
Yep. Can't.
Watch every ball. Can't take a 10-minute, 15-minute power nap also. You don't know what will happen in that 10-15 minutes.
A collapse. A cluster collapse of sorts. We don't know.
Or these two are batting till the end of the day's play.
Yeah. Yep. Indeed.
Okay, prediction.
Last session though it got horribly wrong. 225 for 6. Which means 94 runs, 2 wickets lost.
I'll go 210 for 6.
I'm going 260.
What? 129 runs from here.
260.
No
That will
wickets
be
lost.
good. 1 wicket loss.
Could happen.
Okay.
Could happen.
Did GG message his prediction to you?
GGK
Are you speaking for him?
500 runs. See, GGK has got a prediction.
GGK expected Gill to score 100.
250 for 4, he's gone.
With Jaiswal 100.
He's also
But
at
India's
12.
two best batters here are Sarfaraz is just a test hold already. Can't be India's best test batter. But yeah, that's how
a
our
good
Indian
point by Harman Garcha from Canada. Whenever the pitch is bad, India is on the losing side. That's not true. They won all the series with bad pitches at home.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
India England 2021, BGT 2023.
BGT 2023.
All series.
Yeah.
All series from Corona onwards have been bad pitches, and India has won every series. But yeah, this series, first time you were getting a proper turner,
Run for your money.
Yeah. Ooh.
and India struggling. But again, too much time still left in this test match.
Yeah. You've got 9 sessions left after this.
Potentially.
9 sessions. Let's
You've not needed all 9 in any match till now.
No test has gone to the 5th day.
Yeah.
This one seems like it. Or not.
Maybe
Who
not.
knows?
Yeah.
Depends on this pair.
Exactly.
Take
Chalo,
care.
see
Bye
you
bye.
guys.
See
Bye-bye.
you
Bye-bye.
at the end of day's play.
Bye.